Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So this is part two. I'm gonna go ahead and put part one up here of updating my baseball card album. So this album here is we're looking at letters A to C, and in part one, there were some cards I had to clean out. It wasn't terribly bad. This one, woo! I think we're in for a doozy with this one. So you're gonna see there's gonna be some big time. Flashbacks to players from the 1990s. I really haven't updated this one in a long time. So let's open up and take a look to see what I have in this album, my baseball card album here. So starting off right away, we've got Jim Abbott. He was a really good pitcher for a good while. If I remember correctly, I don't think he had one of his hands, if that was right. And yeah, and so in this card right here, man, I love all these from 1980 Topps. These little first draft pick cards. That was a really good card of his to get back then too. So, Hank Aaron, that'd be great if these were like some old school Hank Aaron's, but these are all just kind of some of the inserts of Hank Aaron from the 90s. There, Upper Deck I think they had these like Reggie Jackson too, if I'm not mistaken. Some old just kind of generic Hank Aaron cards. Roberto Alomar. 1988 Donruss there. One really good ball player got in some little I think he spitting at the umps or something like that. Got a bunch of Roberto Alomars. You talking about a really good ball player though. More Roberto Alomar. I can get rid of all those. I have no need to keep any real Roberto Alomar cards. Little Jake Arrieta there. I think I got back into the hobby around 2016, 17. He was pitching really well for the Cubs. Those are probably all worth nothing. And then we got Steve Avery. He was part of the Braves pitching group there with Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz. He was, for a few years there, he did really well. Probably worthless now. You can see some of the Upper Deck art cards there. Carlos Baegra. He had a real good career too with the Cleveland Indians. Get rid of all those. Jeff Bagwell. I think he was in with the whole steroid group there. So yeah, so far I've gone through the album. There's probably not really any cards so far yet that I would end up keeping. There's those huge cards we talked about in the first part. These are Zenith. The other ones were Donruss Studio. They're probably, yeah, Pinnacle brand there. Dusty Baker. George Bell, another really good player for the Blue Jays in the 80s and early 90s there. Home run hitter. I love the 87 Topps, of course. I love 85 Topps too. Not going to keep any of those. What we got here? Some rookies never panned out. Albert Bell, also known as Joey Bell. I think he had 50 home runs at one point. You talk about someone who did not get along with the press at all. He was one of them. Get rid of all those. Another big Albert Bell card. What we got here? Early Carlos Beltran. That must have been right before I got out. You talk about people prospecting. Benintendi, and that's only a few years ago. People were all over Benintendi. And I haven't heard his name in a good couple years now. There's Johnny Bench. Few Mookie Betts cards. I do got some newer Mookie Betts cards I could put in here now. This one might end up being like the first page in this album. All those pages are probably gonna get cleared out. Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer. Keep his rookies. Probably get rid of the rest after that. More Biggio, a few more Biggio cards. Ooh, Burt Black. I didn't even know he played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I remember him as a Twins. With some Boggs. I got rid of a bunch of Boggs not too long ago, so I used to have a ton of Wade Boggs cards. I loved Wade Boggs. All right. Barry Bonds. Yeah. Good old Bonds there. I know I've got a good number of Bonds cards. Bonds with the Pirates. I don't think I have too many of the Giants when he was with the Giants there. I had a bunch of these cards too, the Donruss Triple Play. I'm not sure why, but I did have a bunch of those. More Bonds. I loved Old Stadium Club when they first came out. Cards back to back. Huge no-no. Oh, there's the Flair. I posted a video not too long ago about Flair. I just love the look of these cards. They're probably, I think I said that in the video, but they're probably my favorite cards out there. Just beautiful cards. Covered all three sports: baseball, football, basketball. Just beautiful, beautiful cards. Full color pictures on the back there. All right, what do we got here? Bobby Bonds. All right, Bob Boone. A couple old school George Brett. Looks like I've gotten rid of some of his stuff over the years. Some Chris Bryant. I really liked him when I first got back into the hobby. Well, we got Jay Buhner. Get rid of those. Ken Caminetti. Miguel Cabrera. Really don't have any need for those. We got a huge card of Ken Caminetti. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oh, I got two of them. Lucky me. Two huge cards of Ken Caminetti. Then we got Robinson Cano. Get rid of those. Oh, the Jose, yes. Man, my best friend, one of my best friends growing up, I was a Bobby Bonilla collector, and he was the Jose Canseco collector. And I still see a bunch of Jose Canseco collectors on there. I mean, I don't have anything good. They're all just base cards. There's nothing great about these, but I see a bunch of Jose Canseco collectors still online. Him and the Bash. That was a great card there. The Bash brothers right there. 88 tops. More Canseco. Oh, now we're into the Rangers. I think it was with the Rangers when he that baseball hit off his head for the home run. That's a cool upper deck card there. Like that. Boston Red Sox Canseco. Few Rod Carews. Some old Steve Carlton. Joe Carter. He had a real nice, he had the game-winning home run in the World Series for the Blue Jays. Speaking of, there's the Blue Jays cards there. Probably get rid of these though. I have no need for Joe Carter cards anymore. And is this going to end up the album? Yeah, so yeah, this album, now I'm in the process of trying to kind of weed down my collection, trying to combine some albums together. So definitely I will be able to clear a whole bunch of cards out of this album. I'd be willing to bet probably 3/4 of this album I'll probably get rid of these cards here. So anyways, hope this is a little flashback for some of you guys out there who started collecting in the 90s. I'm sure a lot of you guys had these cards at one point or another. And until next time, YouTube, there'll be a part 3 coming soon. Until next time, YouTube, be good.